Three disturbing facts that reflect the brutality of the Eastern Front in the Second World War. Between June 1941 and July 1944, over approximately 1,100 days, the German occupation of Belarus became a systematic policy of destruction. A total of 628 villages were completely razed along with their inhabitants, either in reprisal or as part of anti-partisan operations. The scale of this violence equates, in practical terms, to the eradication of one village every 2 days. These figures originate from the Soviet Extraordinary State Commission, established to document the crimes of the occupation through testimonies, exhumations, and captured German documents. Subsequently, the National Archives of Belarus consolidated the data, which have been corroborated by historians such as Alexei Mikhailovich Litvin. This level of violence was facilitated by the intense partisan activity in Belarus, the strongest in the entire Soviet Union, with some 370,000 fighters operating in a geographic environment that favored irregular warfare. The Siege of Leningrad, which lasted 872 days between September 1941 and January 1944, constitutes one of the greatest humanitarian catastrophes of the war. With an initial population of 2.5 million people, the city was subjected to extreme starvation. In the winter of 1941–42, rations fell to just 125 grams per day of bread, adulterated with cellulose and sawdust. The consequences were devastating. At the height of the crisis, monthly deaths exceeded 100,000. In this desperate context, cannibalism ceased to be a rumor and became a documented reality. NKVD files declassified in 2004 record 2,105 cases, distinguishing between the consumption of corpses and murders committed for food. Estimates of the victims range from 642,000, according to Richard Bidlack and Nikita Lomagin, to nearly 1 million civilians, according to John Barber and Andrei Zaniskovich. Between 1942 and 1943, the fighting around the Rzhev salient became one of the bloodiest episodes on the Eastern Front. Nicknamed by Soviet veterans themselves as the meat grinder, these operations involved continuous attrition against the positions of the German Army Group Center. The figures reflect the scale of the disaster. According to the historian Alexei Isayev, the losses included some 392,000 irrecoverable casualties and 768,000 wounded and sick. Other studies, such as those by Svetlana Gerasimova, raise the total to 2.3 million casualties, including missing and captured personnel. However, behind these figures lie countless lives sacrificed to little effect. The offensives, including Operation Mars, achieved minimal advances at an extraordinary human cost. Today, Rzhev is regarded as one of the Red Army's greatest tactical failures, a final victory built upon massive human losses and for a long time silenced in historical memory.